Hitler Youth, which was commonly known as Hitler Youth, where they learned to worship war, glorifying aggression and violence. The resurrected Hitlerian Ruto started forming youth group where he was 24 years. In 1992, using the YK92, he misused the youth to do all evil. This led to economic collapsing of the country. Being among the leader with Cyrus Jirongo, they printed 500 note, which was meant to campaign for the former president Daniel Arap Moi. This in turn led to inflation in the country, where a bread which previously could cost 4 bob rose to 17 bob. The same person who is talking of uplifting the economy of the country through bottom-up approach. And you may remember I explained to you what bottom-up approach is, how it did not work for various governments, but this zoologist think it will work as if we are cows and goats he keep in Taita Taveta land. Using this group, the opposition leaders were being threatened to interfere with Nyayo Zone, where during former President Mwai Kibaki was rescued from death in Kapsabet from the YK92. The YK92 was responsible for killing of American priest Father John Kaisel due to his exposure of the evil deed that Moi government was doing. Hitler Ruto was also responsible for killing of a young man in Western as put by Cyrus Jirongo. More so, Jacob Juma, before his death, he had tweeted that William Ruto, who was to be responsible for his death. And remember, during the killing of these people, Hitler Ruto was still young at about 30 years. After 2007-2008 violence, he was arraigned in ICC, where there had been massive killing of people. The same church that he walks in and pretends to be more holy than any other person, carrying the Bible as sitting in front seat as he sing and pray, is the same church that Christians were burnt at Kiaba Church. I think this is the highest level of hypocrisy ever seen. The Hitler told is guarded by 257 armed police officers, where some guard Koitalel Pottery Farm in Eldoret, other Mata Farm in Taita Taveta. Yet another constituency like Zuna East, represented by Honorable Junet Mohammed, is only guarded by 80 police officers, where the ratio is 1:3,000. When ex-police whom Kenya pay a lot of tax are being used to guard hens and cows. The question that many Kenyans are asking, does it mean that cows and hens are so important than the Kenyan's life? But let's leave the question to the resurrected Hitlerian. Maybe he will answer it another day after watching this. In the Bible, the book of Matthew 23, Jesus talked of the hypocrisy, where on the outside one appear to be as righteous, but on the inside you are full of hypocrisy. Ruto talks of taking a phone call to the Equity Bank, where attacking businessman was given 15 billion as loan. But when Equity manager were questioned, they denied it. As I heard Mutai Gunyi said, it doesn't go wrong, it starts wrong. Ruto's path to be the president started wrong through the YK92, where they printed a lot of money, leading many people to be hustlers. The allies of hustler Ruto, like the Honorable Didi Nyoro, are the ones gunning up youth, cheating them that they will be employed. Other are Honorable Rigidadi Gachagua, who is being investigated over 12 billion public money theft. And as the public, Honorable Didi Nyoro need to be questioned by the DCI over the trip they made to Uganda, since he seemed to know what they were planning. Truly, the man who called himself hustler is one who has been lobbying from the poor, and it needs to stop. It us Kenyans who have the final say. Through the casting of the vote, let us not be cheated with small lies. I was your documentarist, economist, and counselor, Dennis Mwaniki Mukingo.